Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Sunday afternoon and I wanted to take you through how I plan my week. And if you follow me if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I do plan every week. And usually I plan on Sunday. And I've been putting in a post, what I actually do in a particular day, but I thought the Sunday, but I thought I'd take you through what I actually do. The first thing is you want to make sure that you have an uninterrupted 15 to 30-minute time because you want to stay really focused on the particular steps. And this is really huge. I'm trying to not have the glare of the light on my glasses. I noticed that on my last live. So it really will, as I take you through on how and what I do to plan my week. I'm a busy mom, working full time, building a coaching business or working as in coaching, also working in a clinic. I am definitely busy, but I've been able to use this planning time. I call it with my clients a weekly review. And it's a weekly review. And then when I do this and when my coaching clients do this, that they are more likely to reach their goals. And actually this is one of the techniques that I do and coach them about. It's time management. What I also will let you know about is there's a free 3-day training that I'm doing to up-level your life. 3 days to up-level your life. And the training, the link for that group is going to be, I'll post it here. I think I can pin it. If not, go to my link in my bio and then you'll see a questionnaire you can fill out and then you'll be given the link for the Facebook group and that will be put out there that you can join in. And it's starting August the 3rd, August the 3rd to the 5th, okay? Love for you to join me because it's 3 steps to up-leveling your life. And up-leveling your life means changing your life, reaching your goals. And I have spent my last few years here really fine-tuning what's working for me, what's working for my clients. And I'm excited to share that in 3 days, you'll learn what you need to do and you can apply it to any area of your life. All right, so let's get to the weekly review. So what I do is I write down my goals. Now, actually, I've been writing down my goals every morning, but specifically for this weekly review, I want to write down my goals. I have started in the last year or so using a lined booklet, just lined, and I write the goals down there. You can have 3 to 5. I personally have more because I've really honed in on specific things that I want to achieve for the month. So I actually write down my monthly goals. I review my progress in my goals. And I've been doing something where I take a highlighter and I just take a pink highlighter. And when I write out the goal and I put halfway, so let's say it's lose 5 pounds and I've lost 2.5 pounds, I will put a little highlighter line halfway in that goal. So I know, I'm halfway to my goal. So that's like a little thing of how am I doing with my progress towards my goals. Now, the next thing that I like to do in my weekly planning is when I look at the goals, I look at what are 3 to 4 actions for each of the goals that I can do this week. That by the end of this week, next Sunday, I can say, well, I've made some progress on my goals. See what happens, and my clients do this and I have to rein them in because they set a goal and they want to do all the things all at the same time instead of breaking it down to a weekly step that will help them achieve the goal. And that really is the key thing because your brain doesn't freak out. When you take out too big of a step and you want to do all these changes, your brain is going, wait a minute, I can't do all that. How the heck am I supposed to do that? So we work with those small steps. Now, what I have started doing, not only do I write the small steps in my little booklet, but I actually, and I'm going to angle this, hopefully you can see the Post-it notes there. Yeah. This has been really cool. So yes, I'm putting it on my wall, but you may have a calendar, you may have something. So I have different colored Post-its, and I use a Sharpie, and I write those, dropped it. So for example, my coaching business, that's going to be yellow, sort of a greenish yellow. My health is a pink. My blue is house stuff, because we're remodeling the house, so there's a lot of things going on there. I will write in Sharpie, and then I'll put it up here. Like, look at this. See? That's probably backwards. And I tell you, it's fun when you reach that goal or that step. So these are the steps. I take it off of there and I put it away. I recycle that piece of paper. So it's really cool. That is a visual because it's there. When I'm sitting here, this is my desk. When I'm sitting here and I'm looking up and I can see, how am I doing? Oh yeah, it's like the brain forgets things very quickly. We can do all this work and set up all of these things that we want to do, but if you don't revisit it every day, you won't get things done. It's something that happens like in the overnight, that sometimes our brain just like forgets, like, what are we really working on? So that's the beauty of coaching too, is because I work with people every time to every week to really stay focused in on their goals. Thanks for joining in. All right, now let's get back. So once I have those actions and I put them on the Post-it notes, I put them on the wall, but you can write them in your little booklet as well. I go to my calendar, and now this, you may wonder, what kind of calendar is Heather using? As a brain rehabilitation specialist and as a wellness coach, I can tell you that you can have both kinds. Now, I have an electronic, I have Google, the Google Calendar. I like the Google Calendar, and that is only purely simply for my appointments and for the kids' activities, because they play sports. Team Snap comes into Google Calendar, we share it, it's all there. However, if you truly want to achieve your goals, you need a paper planner. And I won't get into all of the neuro benefits, and there's something about writing that allows your brain to embed it more and put it at the front of your mind when you're trying to get these goals completed and these actions completed. So I do use a paper. This one is a Day Designer, and actually it's one that I have kept with for quite a while. It is every day has a full page. Regardless of which planner you use, I want to share with you on what I put in, and this is another very key part in my planning. So when I first open up my calendar and my planner, I'm putting in the my appointments that I have, my coaching clients. I put in my appointments, dentist, orthodontist, the kids' activities. I put that and make sure it's in the Google Calendar, and I make sure that I write it here in my paper planner. And you may be thinking, but you're doing two things, like why consolidate? It's just a quick thing of like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm putting it in here because you have to look visually. Okay, where do I have my gaps in my day where I can fit in the tasks that I've written on my little Post-it notes? Where can I do those? And that's the next thing. This is crucial. Don't just have these actions floating around in your book, in your notebook, or on the Post-it. What you need to do is pick a day and put it. Now this one actually has 3 things that I'm going to do, top 3 things, but then it has a whole to-do list as well. Pick at least one of those items from each of the goals. So you may have 3 actions, one for each of the goals. So you have 3 goals, 1 action. You're going to do those actions on that particular day. You can even go so far as saying, this is the time that I'm going to do that. For me, I've been able to just look, okay, now I have free time. I can fit that in, that action in. The very important part, though, is make sure this is not an action that's going to take you an hour to do. If it is, then instead of having 3 things, maybe just have 1 or 2. I recommend to my clients, pick a step, an action that's 10 to 20 minutes, because again, we're talking about the brain and overwhelm. You will feel overwhelmed. Your brain will feel overwhelmed if you have these hour-long tasks that have to get done. If you are also have a lot of other responsibilities, and like I said, I'm working throughout the day. I have a very, very busy day. So to do any of these actions, I literally have pockets of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And I need those smaller actions. And I'm telling you, when you break down a huge project to little steps, you will get it done. Okay, so once I have this whole thing set up, the next thing I do is I look at my training. What physical fitness training am I going to do this week? And I have a specific journal that I use for my workout. So I'll list them. Here's my list of the days and training. I'll write down what program am I doing and what is the exact workout. I also will put on here self-care. So for me, self-care, physical self-care could be foam rolling, yin yoga, Epsom salt bath. I'll write that in. So it's very important to have a plan. And with my coaching clients, I really go through this. Like, you need a plan for your physical training. Just don't let it be, what do I feel like doing today? Have it, set it up, and you will then, it will become more automatic. So we have the physical training, we have the self-care training, or the self-care, the nutrition. What nutrition program am I following? What will I do? One of my goals is to track my food. So I'm tracking my food. Another one is to track my sleep. I want to improve my sleep quality this month. And one of the last things that I do is, what am I reading? So I have books that I like to read in the morning, but I'm reading on Audible, Think Like a Monk. Really, the book has grown on me. At first I was like, oh, and I really like his message. It's a lot of things that I talk about and coach about. So it's that revisit of, I like his perspective, and supporting in that is the mental and emotional training. When I'm reading something, what podcast am I listening to? What am I reading? So what am I doing to improve my mental and emotional training state? And the other thing is, what am I doing during the day or during the week to improve my vibrational training? So that could be, what meditations am I doing? I have an intentional morning course that I give to my coaching clients, and it's only for them. I used to have it available for the public, but it really is just for my coaching clients. And they go through this intentional morning course to set up the morning to help their mindset. I'll probably talk a bit about it in the free 3-day training. So there you go. That's that's how I plan my week. And when you can take this time and prioritize your time at the beginning of the week, you will achieve your goals, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. I hope you found this helpful. Make sure you join my 3-day training, and I will see you there. It starts August 3rd, so just fill the link out in the bio, and I will, or find it in the comments, all right? And I will see you there. Bye-bye. Namaste.